Because if I tell these interviewers that I only want the job because I need money, then I get penalized and don't get the job. But the truth is, if the interviewer stopped getting the paychecks, they wouldn't be there either. So if we're both here for the money, why? Why do we have to lie to each other? I'm actually going to start asking these interviewers right back, why do you want to work here? Why did you want to work here? Because if I have to lie, so do you. And of course, there's other reasons why I want a job. You know, maybe I like the company, maybe I like the mission statement, all that stuff. Maybe I like the team. But the truth is, all that doesn't matter if I'm not getting paychecks. So it's a question that really requires tap dancing. You really gotta tap dance, because that kind of question, like 120% of people who answer that are going to lie. It's really just a game of who can lie the best. I'm not a good liar, so I struggle with that question.
It's such a weird question. I feel like a better question would be more so, why do you think you'll be a good fit for the role? Or why should we choose you for this role? That kind of question allows me to be a little bit more honest, a little bit more genuine.
I tell you that job interviews are just made the best liar win, because even the company that you're interviewing with is actually lying. Everybody's lying. Like, it's just who knows how to lie best. The person who lies the best actually gets the job. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So we're going to be checking out another part on the job market. I think we've all come to the understanding that the job market these days is actually very demoralizing for a lot of people. Now, there's always a challenge when it comes to actually being able to get an interview set up, because people are applying for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of jobs, and they cannot find even a single interview from it. And now when you get this interview, these are the way that these employers will treat you. We're going to be checking these videos out and actually see people's experience in this job market. But before we get right into this video, please make sure you click the like button. It helps with the algorithm, and I appreciate that so much. Let's get right into this video.
I'm sorry, do you need a master's degree to be a receptionist?
We noticed the length and time requirement it takes just to apply to some of these jobs today. Because it used to be, get your resume into so-and-so, we'll get you in for an interview, and it was up to you to nail the interview or not. Now, before we even sit for the interview, we gotta set up an account on some random website, upload our resume, fill out a job application, basically refilling the information that was already on the resume, list references, write a cover letter, answer 68 short essay questions, then take a skills assessment test. Now, I understand we gotta weed out some of the people that really don't want the job, but I got some questions myself to help kind of speed up this process. Number one, I already uploaded my resume. Why do you need me to fill up my employment history? Just read the resume, cut it out. Number two, if the salary's so competitive, why don't you just tell me what it is? Stop playing hard to get, don't like that. Number three, stop asking if it's okay to contact my prior employer. Don't worry about my ex. Why are you so insecure? Number four, cover letter to me is too close to begging. I don't like doing it. You're making me uncomfortable. I don't like writing that shit. Do you like me? Yes or no? Let's stop playing games. I don't play games.
Why the fuck does a job that pays $16.50 need to have a second round of interviews? This is a receptionist job. I'm 21 years old. I've had five prior work experiences. Just hire me. Fuck.
No, because it's getting fucking ridiculous at this point. If you're a hiring manager, if you know that the position is for $35,000 a year and under, why the fuck are you asking for references? You better reference this dick and suck it from the back. How the fuck you gonna ask me for a reference for a job that's paying nothing in this fucking economy? References? What the hell are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? Furthermore, it's also kind of crazy to offer somebody a position and have them choose between medical benefits and free parking. Some of y'all hiring managers, y'all have lost your minds. And I understand everybody is struggling, including businesses, but how the fuck you gonna offer a candidate some bullshit like that? You've lost your fucking shit if you think that that's not an insult to somebody's intelligence. Get the fuck up out of here with that 35,000 motherfucking blood clot American dollars? And you want to Bye.
I didn't think that the job market was that bad until I actually did my own research, and y'all, You know the market's bad when the easy job's not hiring. And when I say the easy jobs, I'm talking about the driver jobs, like the courier jobs, like DoorDash not hiring, Amazon Flex not hiring, Walmart Sparks not hiring. Like, what the fuck is going on? Because people are still ordering groceries and food and other things. So it's not like you guys don't have the consumers. They're just simply not hiring people. And one of the apps told me straight up, like, oh, we want to give the people that are already on the app a chance to make the most money. But there's enough money for everybody to get some, but you guys are just picking and choosing the ones that, okay. Or maybe you're discriminating by the vehicle that I drive. That has to be the one. Y'all want them trucks and shit. Okay, got you.
Your job posting is $13 an hour, right? Why do I need 4 interviews, 2 SAQs, 1 DBQ, and an SAT just to get your job? It's fucking $13 an hour. So what happens to the jobs that are paying like 40?
The most annoying thing about looking for a job in this market is how these people mishandle you. Like, I literally had an interview scheduled for today, and the interview never showed up. What's that about? I'm all dressed, I've been prepped, like, come on, like. To mention that I sent an email saying, hey, like, what's going on? Because, you know, they said if anything was wrong, I should reach out to you, so-and-so. No response. It's been literally 30 minutes, and the person never showed up. No email back, no nothing. Has this ever happened to you, or am I alone in this?
Y'all, I just left perhaps the worst job interview experience I've ever had. A little bit of backstory for those of you that don't know me. I am a recruiter. I work for a healthcare company. So this is literally what I do for a living. So about a week ago, I guess, someone, the director of recruiting for this facility contacted me about a recruiting coordinator position. I, read over the job description and saw that there were a couple red flags. The first one being that they were offering a $20,000 sign-on bonus. Now, I won't say every time, but in my experience, 9 times out of 10, if a company is offering a sign-on bonus, it's because they're having a hard time filling the role. And $20,000 sign-on bonus for any position anywhere is pretty substantial, much less a recruiting role. So, okay. Second thing, reading through the requirements, I did see that it said a bachelor's degree was required. So I let the guy know that I was interested, but I did send him a message and just told him, hey, look, I saw that this requires a bachelor's. I don't have a degree, so I don't want to waste your time. And he responds and says, I'll take experience in lieu of the degree. So that was red flag number 2 for me, because while a lot of companies will say, yes, we'll take experience over, in lieu of the degree, typically if a job post, if the minimum requirements have a bachelor's listed, they don't just walk that back without updating the job description. So, okay. Fast forward to yesterday, the administrator for this facility calls me and wants to set up an interview. He's very insistent that we do an in-person, which that's fine. I'm not opposed to in-person interviews, but for the initial interview, that is kind of odd for 2025. So scheduled it for 10 o'clock this morning. I show up at 9:45. They can't find my application, which I had filled out on their website. They also hand me this whole stack of paperwork to fill out in addition to the application, which is annoying just because I've already filled all of this out one time. Now I'm having to fill it out a second time, and they're looking for my application in their system. They can't find it. So then I try to sign back in, and it keeps telling me that my credentials are incorrect. So then the girl at the desk has to call their IT, and I have to talk to their IT department to get all of my information reset, and then fill out the application for, you guessed it, a third time. This whole process takes like 45 minutes. So I'm already annoyed. And I'm like, I don't think this is the job for me. Homie's got 15 more minutes to come out here and meet with me, or I'm leaving. With 5 minutes to spare, he comes out and he asks me 3 questions to tell him a little about myself, to what are my strengths and my weaknesses, and then ask me if I have any questions. And so I had a couple for him. I asked him, how many open requisitions do you typically have at a time? He didn't give me a number. And so then I just jumped right to the point and I asked him what the target pay range was for this role. And he says this classic line that I hate: well, it's based on experience. That's why I contacted you, with your experience. Yeah, what's the number? And he says, what are you targeting? So I tell him what I'm looking for, and, explain to him I work remote 100% of the time right now. This position is in office full time. That's fine if the offer is right. And he's like, okay, is that flexible at all? And I said, no, it's not. And he immediately ends the interview. See, this is why we do phone interviews. Because I just wasted 2.5 hours of my time between getting up, getting ready, driving the 45 minutes to this facility, waiting there for an hour for you to ask me 3 vague, just amateur questions. And we don't align on pay. I should also mention that the pay was not listed on the job description. It's fine. Everything's fine.
I just left from yet another job interview. And let me just say this. I don't want to tell nobody else about myself. So tell me about yourself. So tell me about your experience. Tell me about your work experience. Read my fucking resume. Do you want to hire me or not? God damn. Tired of this shit. Fuck.
I just seen a job on Indeed that said you needed a bachelor's degree and 1 year of work experience, and the pay was $18. I can go work at McDonald's. I can work at Amazon and make $22 an hour. No overtime. And you're telling me I need a bachelor's degree to make $18?
We need to make it very mandatory for every job to always put in their job application how much they're going to be paying a person. They are supposed to always have their pay there in the application, so you don't have to waste your time. And I don't even understand the concept of you trying to, you want to hire somebody, at least, like, even if you're not going to put the direct amount right there, you're supposed to still, at least put some range, like from this range to this range based on experience. Don't just let people waste their time and apply for the job. Like, you can see how the job application process could actually take so much time. So you're done doing all of that and you're telling me that you're going to be paying the person really less than what they possibly expect. And it is just crazy. It doesn't make any sense. It saves everybody time, and I don't understand why we are not trying to actively save each other time. We're not even going to talk about the ones who post all those jobs and they're not really hiring, or some who hire internally and just hire me based on whoever they know, and then but they're still gonna have those job postings out there, and you're applying to avoid, like, a lot of applications just go into the void for no reason, stressing you to apply for something that they are not hiring for.
The war between jobs has caused class division. People are thinking that blue collar work and white collar work is not a synonym of each other when they're both work. It doesn't matter if one is harder than the other. The market is still bad for either or. Stop telling people to get into a trade or to do this and do that when this shit is not working. We're never going to get to a class consciousness when we realize that capitalism and white supremacy is at the root of all of this. And we're never going to get better if we don't come to a resolve. But we're definitely not going to get better when there's too many people in power with hands on our lives. That's that.
There's a lot of high-paying jobs that you don't need a degree for. I wish schools would talk about that more. Because the high schools aren't honest to kids. A lot of parents aren't honest to kids. They tell them, oh, you have to go to college to make 100 grand. No, you don't. Quit lying to those kids. I don't have a college degree. I make above 150. I'm 25. I have a real estate portfolio, pimp. Do you know how many people I know that went to college and they're 25, same age as me, and they don't have shit? A lot of them. Most of them. There are so many trades that you can get into. It's unbelievable. I work in the oil fields. That's what I do. My page is all about getting people into the industry. Because I tell people, hey, you can work half a year and make 100 grand. How many college degrees allow you to do that? Let alone not even go into debt. And then I see other arguments of people being like, well, you either go into debt $60,000 to go to school, or you go into debt going blue collar because you buy a truck and all this stuff. What you're not telling people is they went 60 grand into debt for school. They don't even work a job that's relevant to their degree. And then they go another $60,000 in debt to go buy their car and all the other shit they need, just like any other regular person. That's why I tell people there's a handful of degrees that are absolutely worth it. Most of them are not. And you can still get really, really, really good money without a degree. My father doesn't have a degree. I don't have a degree. We're banking. I'm not slinging a sledgehammer every day. There's a lot of really good jobs. And I just wish more people were honest about it, because a lot of kids got led down the wrong path. You know how many people I work with out here in the oil fields that have a college degree that's not relevant to what they do? I don't have one. I work with people with college degrees because those degrees don't make them any more money. They might as well just be doing this shit in the first place.
New recession indicator just dropped. No, but seriously though, you could tell the economy's bad because the scams that are going around these days aren't like, you've won $1 million, put all of your information here to claim it. They're like, hey, I'm a recruiter from XYZ company. Send me your information so we could give you a job. And the thing is, if I was a couple years younger and jobless, I would fall for it.
So I had a job interview like 2 days ago at this hotel, and he was like, it was going so well, and I decided to get cocky. He was like, so do you have any prior experience? I was like, yeah, I used to work at this prior hotel called Mercure Hotel. Like, yeah. He was like, really? I was like, yeah, I work at the bar. Like, yeah. Please tell me why he said, oh, I was the manager there for 6 years and I never saw you. Lynch me right now. Guys, the embarrassment, I just felt like strangling myself. So I'm strangling myself right now. It was so embarrassing.
So no one has a job. And I see everybody on TikTok being like, oh, I did all this and I still didn't get accepted. So I'm going to just tell you all the jobs that I applied for and didn't get accepted to. McDonald's, Burger King, IHOP, Denny's, Red Lobster, Denny's again, IHOP again, GameStop of all places, friggin' Dave & Buster's, nah. Kroger, no. Wawa, Speedway, nope. Quick Check, nope. Pokeball, no. That surprised me. Starbucks, no, but I get that one. You know, this next one might seem like a joke and you might laugh at this, or you might just stare at your screen for a little bit longer than you should, but OnlyFans and Fansly, nope and nope. No, I'm not elaborating any further than that. Oh, also Cheesecake Factory as either a server, a busser, or a front desk person that greets people. No, no, and no.
I know this whole job market is really stressful. I just thought I should just share this video so a lot of people will know that they are not alone going through this. It's something that is happening. The job market is just shitty. People who are going through this, like, don't feel like it's your fault. Like, maybe something is just wrong with you and life is beating you down. It's just the current job market is really bad. It's not your fault. I know many people actually go through the challenges of maybe your family telling you, oh, like maybe you're not searching enough, you're not doing enough, but you're trying your best and it's just not working. and some people might not understand. Don't let that get to you. You are actually absolutely qualified for a lot of jobs that you apply for. It's just that the job market is trashy. We can only hope it gets better. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching this video to the very end. I really appreciate you. Please don't forget to click the like button. It helps with the algorithm, and I appreciate that so much. And subscribe to the channel if you're new here and you're watching me for the very first time. Hit the notification bell to get notified every time I post a new video, and leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. I would love to see what you think about this video. I will see you on the next one. Bye.